You may have noticed or heard that your municipality's firefighter pension plan is underfunded. So the question is, how did it get underfunded? This is a very pressing question for homeowners and firefighters, for that matter, in many Illinois communities. To answer the question, let's start with a little background. The firefighter's pension plan is a defined benefit pension. That means when a firefighter retires and starts drawing her pension, she will receive a defined cash payment each year as a pension. This pension amount is paid from a fund which was created during the firefighter's working life. Each year the firefighter works, her employer, the village, contributes an amount to the pension plan to pay for a year of retirement. The amount the village pays into the plan is based on several assumptions. The main assumptions are the amount of the defined benefit, the rate at which the contribution to the pension plan is anticipated to grow, and the period of time the contribution will have to grow until payment of the pension is required. Each year the firefighter works, the village makes a contribution to fund that defined benefit for that year. In year one, the village contributes to the plan. The money grows for 35 years, and the defined benefit in year one of retirement is paid. The firefighter works year two, the village funds year two of retirement, and so on. Sounds pretty simple. But what happened in Illinois? Historically, firefighters were required to work 35 years before qualifying for a full pension, and many pension funds were funded at 100%. Some were even overfunded. Following 9/11, remember the Twin Towers? The Firefighters Union convinced the Illinois State Legislature to reduce the time a firefighter had to work to receive a full pension from 35 years to 30 years. The governor at the time, of course, signed it. The consequences for your municipality's firefighter's pension plan was devastating. Take out your smartphone and do the math along with me. Assume a full pension for 1 year is $80,000. Assume the funds put into the pension plan will grow at the rate of 7% year over year. Now let's do the math backwards. Take $80,000 and divide it by 1.07. That's how much money there should be at year 34. Divide the answer by 1.07 and keep dividing by 1.07 until you have divided 5 times. Why 5, you ask? That's because 35 minus 30 is 5. Remember, firefighters were historically required to work 35 years for a full pension before the legislature reduced that period of time to 30 years. The number on your smartphone after dividing 1.075 times should be $57,038.89. So the day the governor signed the firefighters' pension bill, the pension plan had $57,000 on hand to pay an $80,000 pension. Plans which were fully funded at 100% swung to an underfunded status. They were now funded at only 74%, which is 57,000 divided by 80,000. But like a Ginzo knife advertisement, the legislation did more. Reducing the years of service requirement from 35 years of work to only 30 years had an additional effect. Take a 20-year-old rookie firefighter. If that rookie firefighter worked 35 years, he would be 55 when he retired. He was expected to live to age 84, or 29 years. This left a little cash over to pay for investment advisors, for accountants, for actuaries, for lawyers, and possibly to pay for disability pensions and line of duty pensions, which are early retirements, for coworkers. In addition, there were the cost of government filings and other administrative costs. When the years of service requirement was slashed to 30 years, a 20-year-old rookie retired at age 50, but is still expected to live to age 84, or 35 years, which is 4 more years than he worked. So there was no money being earned to pay for the 4 years of retirement he received over and beyond the number of years he worked. This meant the pension funds were also underfunded by 5 years, or an additional 14%. 5 years divided by 35 years is 14. Now, let's combine the two numbers. A pension plan, which was fully funded at 100% before the legislature changed the firefighters' pension plan benefit, saw its funding status drop the very next day after the governor signed the change into law to 60%. Some folks say, with some justification, that Illinois does not have a pension funding crisis as much as it has a benefits giveaway crisis. In any event, this is one of the main reasons your municipality's firefighters pension plan is underfunded.